Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com, where we provide cloud computing services that allow your employees to work from anywhere and still be under one virtual roof. We do this by hosting over 300 software applications and their associated data. All of those applications and data can be accessed and used from any of the devices you see on this screen. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281. Okay, we decided to shoot a video today called Why We Choose Swiftpage. We get a lot of questions about Swiftpage versus Constant Contact and why it's a good idea to use Swiftpage. And if you're already using ACT as your database, then you're going to see a lot of major reasons to use Swiftpage. It doesn't just work with ACT, it works with other programs as well. But again, it's fully integrated inside of ACT. So that's what we're going to do. And so this first bullet item, already said it works inside of ACT. Let's get into some specifics. If you want to send out a Swiftpage email to a current lookup or group, you're able to do that with Swiftpage right inside the ACT database, and I'll show that to you in just a moment. The ACT history, it automatically records ACT history, and that can be the fact that an email went out to someone. It could also be clicks and opens that get recorded back into ACT history, and there's all kinds of reports for that. Smart Task integration. Smart Task is a relatively new feature in ACT. ACT's been around for 25 years. Smart Task have been around for about 2 or 3, and it's a very powerful new feature in ACT that scans your ACT database looking for certain conditions to be met, and if they're met, it takes action. So that action can be a Swiftpage email that goes out to that person, or even drop that person into a drip marketing campaign. So let's show you a few of those. I'm sitting in Orlando, Florida physically right now. This screen that you're seeing is my local computer, PowerPoint running on my local computer, but to be specific, in Orlando, Florida. And what I'm about to do is switch to my virtual desktop. We're in the business of hosting software so that you can work from anywhere. And so I'm going to switch to my virtual desktop where we host the desktop versions of ACT and many more applications, Office, QuickBooks, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to switch over to there now. And this is the virtual desktop. This screen is actually coming from Bellingham, Washington. I could log into this screen from a PC, from a Mac, from an iPad, from an Android tablet, and it will look just exactly like it does now, and I would have all the same functions and features and capabilities. So let's go right in. I'm sitting on my own contact record. I'm going to go to right, and I'm going to go down to Sage eMarketing. By the way, Sage eMarketing and Swiftpage are the same service, so you can use that terminology interchangeably. So I'm going to just go to email marketing, and you can see that I've got this screen coming up, and it's allowing me to choose whether I want to send an email message to the current contact, to a current lookup, to all contacts, or to a selected group. So if I had done a lookup, for instance, for all my clients in Atlanta, Georgia, I could have sent all of them an email using a template, and it would merge the contact information in from the ACT database into the template. Or I could click over here to select a group, and I get my drop down, and here's all my ACT groups, and I could just pick one and send an email out to that group. Okay, and right here is where I can select the templates, and as you can see, we've got a ton of templates in here, and you can create as many as you want. So I've got that. All I've got to do is type in the subject. I can also link this to Facebook or Twitter and the LinkedIn, and I can click on send now, and out it goes. Okay, or you can schedule it to be sent later. So that's the first piece. Second thing is that it writes history back in the ACT database. So it writes right to the history section of ACT, and you can see what emails went out to who, and who opened them, who clicked on them, and so on and so forth. So you've got that feature as well. All right, let's move to Smart Task. If we go to schedule and we go to manage Smart Task. And by the way, as a hosting company, this is one of the things that we do for our customers. We help them set all of this up. So they're actually able to go in and or we show them how to set this up, and we do a lot of it for them, and so that they can implement their marketing strategies. Right now I'm in a smart task called birthday reminder, And if I click here to add, you can see that I have Swiftpage or send email marketing, or add to a drip marketing campaign. And again, what this is set up to do is scan your database for certain criteria. In this particular one, the criteria is that their birth date is within 7 days. You could edit those conditions and add as many others as you want. For instance, we have a field in the database called age. And I know for, like instance, financial advisors, age is important. Once somebody reaches a certain age, they can take advantage of certain things. And so they'd be able to send an email off to someone, let's say, who's 72 or older on the day they become 72. All right, so that's that piece of it. All right, one more piece. We use also a top line dash, and we use a link to QuickBooks so that our ACT data contains information from QuickBooks about products that have been sold. And so that's what this is. This is a breakdown of products that have been sold. So let's say you sell a particular product, you sold it a year ago. Now you've got a brand new product out that you need to let all of those customers know about. So if you click on that particular product, I'm just going to click on that bar right there. I've got these folks up here, and I'm going to right click, go to contact, and now I can send out a Swiftpage email to these 7 people. So again, we're using actually 4 products in one here. We've got ACT, we've got the QuickBooks link, we've got Top Line Dash, and now we've got Swiftpage. And so I'm actually able to target market a particular group of people and let them know about a new product that was just released. Awesome and very powerful tool. Okay, hopefully by now you're thinking, okay, where do I get signed up for Swiftpage? Because this is way better than using Constant Contact, especially since it works right inside the ACT database. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation for just a moment here. Surveys and web forms, okay? This is really cool. Surveys and web forms are used for 2 purposes. Number 1, to bring brand new people, prospects into your database, and number 2, to update records that are already in your database. And I'm going to show you both. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go back to our virtual desktop again, and I'm going to go to our website. And on our website, we have a button called Launch Live Demo. And these are for people that have just gone to our website and they say, hey, I want to check you guys out and see what your hosting looks like. When they fill this form out and hit submit, they get put into a holding area that will come into our ACT database. So if I switch back over to ACT, and by the way, when they hit submit, they can go they'll get an automatic email that's sent back to them, thanking them for filling out the form. They'll go to a landing page, and they'll can also be put into a drip marketing campaign through Swiftpage. And fourth, again, as I mentioned, their data goes into a holding area waiting on the ACT data, waiting to be added to the ACT database. So there's 4 things that happen just from them filling out this form and hitting that submit button. Okay. So if we go back to ACT, we go to Write, and we go back to Sage Marketing, Surveys, Web Forms. We click here. Here's all of our web forms. Here's one we did for an iPad drawing, okay? And we went to this little trade show, and people would come by our booth and fill out a form, and we used that to enter them into an iPad drawing, but also to enter them as prospects into our ACT database, and we definitely did some good stuff with that. We got a couple of really good customers out of that. And so on and so forth. And these are all different web forms and things. The other type, and that's to add records to your database. The other type was to update records that were already in the database. And we do a lot of webinars, live webinars, and we customized our database to capture that information. So I'm going to go to one of these right now. We'll just pick this one here, and we'll do a survey preview on this, and we'll just see what this looks like. Okay, this was only two different webinars, but the customer would come in and fill out their contact information and choose a date and a webinar. And when they hit submit, we'll go back to our ACT database. And I'm going to close this. Okay, and we're going to go back to the contact detail view. And down below you can see we've customized our ACT database. And by the way, again, we're hosting the full desktop version of ACT, so you can actually customize your ACT database to meet your needs. And that's because we're hosting the desktop version and still have it in the cloud. So this is coming from Bellingham, Washington. This is not on my local computer, which means I can access it from anywhere. And these are the customized fields. These are all the webinars that we do. And so when someone fills out one of those forms, those dates get added to these fields and we're able to schedule those folks in. We even have dashboards that show, each of the webinars and who we've got coming into those webinars. So really awesome, powerful tool. Let's wrap up this PowerPoint presentation. I had a couple more bullet items over here I wanted you to see. By the way, those survey and web forms, you can get them in Excel as well. Reliability. Swiftpage we've been using it for about 7 years now, 6-7 years, and is extremely reliable. We hardly ever have any issues with it. And the couple of times we have had issues, their customer service has been awesome. Within a matter of a couple of minutes, the problem's taken care of and we're back in business. So, and again, it's only happened, I know, less than 5 times in 6 or 7 years. And that's not just us, but that's with our customers as well. Again, we're hosting this on our servers, and so our customers look to us for help. And again, that brings me to another point. We fully support everything that we host. We support Swiftpage, and we provide consulting services. So we help our customers customize their database. We help them set up these custom email templates in Swiftpage. We help them set up the survey and web forms. We show them how to bring that data into their ACT database. Same for the dashboards and everything else that we do. We really believe in trying to help our customers implement their marketing strategies. And that is why we choose Swiftpage. Thanks again for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281.